Rosemary Johnston, the Interfaith Coalition for Immigrant Rights.
Thank you, John. This border monument was placed here in 1851, but the history of this region and this area of the state of California goes back centuries when it was a Native American settlement. And there are many archaeological riches along the construction route of the fence, which will be disturbed and destroyed as a result of the construction of the fence. But 120 years after this marker was put here in 1851, then First Lady, the late Patricia Nixon, came here to dedicate 396 acres around this monument and called it Friendship Park. And during the course of the ceremony, she asked that the fence be cut so that she could greet, kiss, and embrace Mexican children who were clamoring for her attention. And she also said at that time, "I hope it won't be too long before this fence goes away." Now, can you imagine what would happen if the First Lady or anyone else came to this fence today and asked that a hole be cut in it so that they could greet people on the other side? They would probably be arrested, imprisoned, and even deported if they didn't have the right documents with them. So a lot has changed in the last 40 years. A lot has changed when U.S. taxpayers have spent $500 million to maintain and enhance the Tijuana River Valley estuary, which will be greatly damaged by erosion and siltation as a result of the construction of this triple fence. Plan on another $70 million, because that's what it's going to cost to construct this triple fence, the last 3 miles of it along this border, even though immigrant crossings here have been greatly reduced and there is really no threat of a massive influx of undocumented immigrants along this portion of the fence. This park was established as a sign of peace and friendship, but that symbol will really be destroyed after this fence project is completed. And yet this region has a shared history and culture that no fence can destroy. 14-foot-high perforated steel fence, and north of that there will be another fence, and between the first, second, and third fence there will be high-speed patrol roads. Access to this area will be controlled and restricted. Individuals will not be able to meet here to visit with family members and friends on the other side of the border, people whom they cannot otherwise visit with in person. People will no longer be able to propose marriage or get married here. I've been here when a priest from the U.S. and Mexican side have concelebrated a mass on both sides of the fence. But these kinds of activities will be prohibited in the name of national security. This project will forever be known as Hunter's Folly, a symbol not of friendship, but of the richest nation in the world creating a barrier to keep out the poor. It will be nothing less than a monument to fear. As the late President John F. Kennedy once said, "If a free nation cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich." This site has also been the location of our annual La Posada Sin Fronteras. During the Saturday before Christmas, we gather here with our brothers and sisters on the Tijuana side, and we remember Joseph and Mary's search for shelter on Christmas Eve and the great joy when the innkeeper finally told them he had a place for them to stay when she gave birth to the infant Jesus. I don't even know if we're going to be able to have that event again this year as a result of the construction. As a Christian, I'm very mindful of the words from the Great Commandment, "Love your neighbor as yourself." This is a belief shared by all the major world traditions, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, Christian. All the major world traditions share this belief that you must love your neighbor as yourself. It calls us to build gates and bridges, not walls and fences. In God's heart, there are no borders. We are all one people. Thank you.